Hey friends, we're Clifton and Lee, and welcome to our latest adventure. In this video, we take you to Old Mac Daddy, a unique retreat nestled in the picturesque Elgin Valley of the Western Cape.
Known for its creatively themed vintage Airstream trailers and eco-friendly accommodations, Old Mac Daddy offers a perfect blend of luxury and nature.
Join us as we explore this whimsical getaway, enjoy the serene landscapes, and experience the charm of this one-of-a-kind destination.
Plus, we have some drama with a local wildfire.
So we've arrived at
Old Mac Daddy.
Old Mac Daddy. I don't know if they call it Old Mac Daddy Resort, Wine Farm, Wine Estate. We'll have to look out.
It's called glamping though, so.
And here is the reception, the main building behind us. Before we get ahead of ourselves, where are we? Old Mac Daddy is situated in the Elgin Valley, 1 hour's drive east of Cape Town. Elgin Valley is a lush, cool climate region known for its scenic beauty, vibrant orchids and award-winning wines. It's one of South Africa's top apple-producing regions. On our way through the Elgin Valley, we always like to stop at the Peregrine Farm Store for a bite to eat.
Lunch at Peregrine Farm Store. Egg mayo salmi. Coffee date smoothie.
For those of you wondering, sami is South African for sandwich. We're trying to phase it out.
5 minutes later.
Free-range children and chickens. I wonder how the children play.
Oh dear.
These are the Airstream caravans. And this is us. This is the Dirkie Sanchez. So we've got quite a long looking Airstream trailer, a retro Airstream trailer. We've got this. Ooh. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right. So yeah, let's have a look inside. Beautiful surroundings, look at that view. Alright. Okay. Oh, it's warm in here.
Hey friends, it is beautiful here. Look at that view, but it is midsummer, so it is really hot. So I do hope there's aircon. This is very steamy, and that's his heater. But let's do a room tour. So this looks like a lovely sunny sunroom, lovely in winter. Coffee station, pot machine, pods, packets. And now let's go into the actual Airstream, which is named the
Dirkie Sanchez.
Which is a boxing theme, if I'm correct. Let's see what we've got
You
here.
can see the trailer's been molded into the
Yeah,
other way around. The outside section has been molded around.
around the trailer. Yeah. Oh, it is cool in here. Good news. Lovely aircon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Dirkie Sanchez, which I'm assuming is South Africanizing Dirty Sanchez in some way.
And look at the theme. Obviously, this is a
Boxing
retro wrestling themed caravan.
in style. So here we have a fridge, lovely red fridge. Very elaborate boxing ring around the bed. We can't get there any other way, unfortunately.
It looks like
Let's not box.
these can, once the novelty is worn off, we can just take them off.
That's handy. And we have a little very Mexican feeling sitting room where we can also soak up some sun if we're feeling a bit cool, which is very unlikely, but very cute, very sweetly decorated.
Are these closets?
Yes, in case we're cold.
And a extraction fan by the looks of it.
Okay, interesting. Very nice. Don't fall over.
And another closet on the left. I was surprised about
More
this
blankets.
space.
So this would be very jolly for winter then, if you're considering, because this is, I would say, a touch too warm at the moment. More storage with boxing themed goodies. Capes, masks, and gloves. Are we going to be boxing?
Give us 2 seconds.
Bathroom tour, very quick, very brief. That looks nice. Separate little trailer section. Tap, towels,
A classic toilet.
classic toilet, and a lovely big shower. Hopefully that's got lots of good pressure. Interesting lights. I'm not sure about this.
And you can see through the floor to the ground below.
That you can. Okay, wish us luck. Bear with, friends.
Now that we've shown you our trailer, you must be curious what the others look like. Here's a quick sneak peek.
For better or for boerewors, they wanted to recreate the feel of a dusty Karoo farmhouse. So the concept was based around the home of an imaginary couple called Piet and Sunny Potgieter. The mood boards filled with nods to South African history, springboks emblazoned memorabilia, old tins, Omar rusks, bedspread, and an old stove with freshly baked bread, hot water bottles and trophies.
Metamorphosis. Beer brand Grolsch partnered with designers to create a really unique Airstream. This one is entirely magnetic inside, so if you are staying here, you can reposition everything from the lighting to the shelving to the clock, and even a 360-degree puzzle, all to your own liking, ensuring a different look each time you get back into things.
Private life of plants. Step into a whimsical trailer inspired by the curious world of an eccentric botanist, where nature, science and storytelling intertwine. Surrounded by vintage globes, botanical prints, beakers and beautifully restored furnishings, every detail reflects a deep love for the natural world. This trailer blends eco-conscious luxury with quiet wonder and discovery.
Mills and Boone. This is the trailer for you if you're after all things romantic. It's pink tinted, passion filled, and inspired by the classic romance novels. This is exactly what you're looking for if it's a couple's night away. Powder puff pillows and playful over the top decor almost ensure a marshmallow soft dream world.
The Yellow Submarine. Channel your inner bond as you step into a gloss yellow vinyl-clad Airstream packed with silver and black textures, a periscope and an LED-lit ocean floor chart table. This immersive pod feels like a sleek submarine command center ready for stealth mode. While it may echo deep-sea adventure, you'll be relieved to find no giant squid. Just a quick exit to dry land when you're done playing captain.
Digit. Forget maths or arithmetic. Digit turns numbers into a playful experience. You'll find dot-to-dot constellations above your bed, color-by-number books, bar-coded fridge, and even hopscotch on the artificial grass floor. There are also board games and all things organized and numerical in this cozy, creative space. And yes, you'll totally dig it.
Life Before Color. This is a dreamy time capsule that takes you back to a slower, simpler era through a monochrome palette and vintage memorabilia. Inspired by old black and white photography, this nostalgic retreat invites you to brew tea, pen postcards, or soak in a Victorian-style bath surrounded by smoky mirrors and fringed curtains. Designed for 2 adults, the trailer includes an ensuite bath and deck, offering a romantic escape into a beautifully bygone world. There were a good few other trailers that we weren't able to squeeze in, but you can check them out on Old Mac Daddy's website. Link to that in the description below. But for now, let's get back to the Dirkie Sanchez.
I love all these wrestling photos. They've even got a dog, a wrestling dog. His name is Dog Delight. What's a good wrestling name for a dog?
No.
The Canine Wonder.
Wrestling Rover, or maybe Boxing Beagle.
I'm in the Old Mac Daddy pool, which is a pleasant 27 degrees.
Ooh.
Which is nice in this weather.
Yes. That is one long flight of stairs. I will count them for you. "156 paces to our patio, stairs from the restaurant, and we're feeling it."
One afternoon nap later.
Right, so we've settled in quite nicely, and now it's time to head to the restaurant. We're at the restaurant called The Barn. To eat, I've ordered the lamb shank
And the fancy burger is coming my way.
and a fancy burger. We'll see how they rack up.
The Barn restaurant is fully licensed and boasts a stocked bar, including the famous wines and ciders from the Elgin region. Their seasonal cocktail menu will also be a winner, so you can shake off the city and really unwind amongst the sweeping Elgin Valley views. Their menu ranges from wood-fired pizzas, salads, wraps, juicy burgers, and your typical pub fare.
We ordered a Jack Black Cherry Ale. Sip.
So go we'll get. Interesting. I don't know what you'll think.
Let's give this a go. Having malfunctions in my brain. I think it's an acquired taste. Here's your burger.
Look at that.
And here's my lamb shank.
All real sounds of nature. There goes Hupka. All of a sudden, the path changes and we're on beach sand. Very interesting sensation. And you're off. Sun is setting.
We're back home after a lovely dinner. I will say my lamb shank was delicious. How much was it?
260.
260. Was it worth that? 260 rand. I don't know. It wasn't very much on the bone.
£10 though.
£10? No, it wasn't worth £10. But anyways, we're now back in our cabin. I'm going to have a small whiskey, but my wife is going to have a coffee, and I'm going to make it in this Dolce effort thing, majingamajog. Ah. 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 Aha. 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 Ah. Ah. Uh-huh. Big red light came on. Now it's flashing red. Now we wait. And now, I don't know, maybe we go to bed and by morning it will be a coffee waiting for us. Is that how it works? That's the green thing again?
Yeah, now it's ready, I think.
No, it just went off.
To press.
Okay, okay. Alright. Ooh! The whole thing is vibrating. That coffee cup moved.
Oh, nearly. Coffee is happening.
Good morning, everyone. We had a lovely sleep last night, and we just had an early morning coffee. And now we're down to have some breakfast before our massage at 10.
Yay.
Hello.
From breakfast, we headed to our Swedish massage. This was not included in the stay.
Time for our massage. After a lovely massage, we have travelled about 7 k's down the road to Paul Kluwer Wine Estate in the hopes of finding some
Apples and apple cider and wine. There he is. These are really tall. Look at that. Wow.
Hey Fins, we're here at Paul Kluwer Wines doing a wine tasting. I'm tasting 3 white wines for 40 rand. That is about £2, less than £2. And Lee has found her cider.
We had never been to the Elgin Railway Market before. We never even knew it existed. We were about to have our minds blown.
Oh dear, I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh dear. So we've just stumbled into Elgin train station market. It's very impressive. this is the Elgin train railway, let's say, tourist enthusiast thing. I think it's every month or every couple of weeks. It travels all the way from Cape Town centre to Elgin to visit that market that we've just gone through. And it looks really nice.
Yes.
Down below if you want to see us on this train.
From here we headed back to Old Mac Daddy, but when we got there we discovered the next door neighbour was a charming little wine farm. We felt in need of a light lunch, so we popped our noses in.
Now we're at South Hill Wine Estate and we're doing a wine tasting and a lunch. South Hill Wine Estate is in walking distance outside where we're staying, and they're going to give us a nice platter of goodies, and I'm going to do a food pairing. Okay, lunch is done behind us, and we're on our way back to the car, and there seems to have been a bushfire that has broken out in the distance there, and the staff have just given us a warning about it. You can actually see it from here if you have a look over there. Yes, there it is. Oh wow, and it's heading. It might be heading for Old Mac Daddy. So let's hope everything's going to be okay. We're going to get into our car now and head back. So there's the fire, and there you can see in the distance over there is Old Mac Daddy. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to evacuate the valley, because veld fires, mountain fires in the Western Cape of Southern Africa can be a big deal. Okay, we're driving back to along this dirt road to Old Mac Daddy. There's the fire, and over there is our little Airstream trailer caravan. Bit of a concern. So we've gotten back to Old Mac Daddy. There is some concern around, but we have spoken to the manager, and they say there's no order yet to evacuate the resort. We're keeping an eye on the fire. They have told us that the helicopters are on their way to bomb the fire. Okay, so the firefighting helicopters arrived. Local law states that I cannot send the drone up to have a look at the fire.
At this point, we had our bags packed and ready to go, just in case the evacuation notice came through.
A big fire truck has arrived. Big ups to these pilots.
The fire broke out at around 1300, and from about 1400, two helicopters, supported by a Cessna 210 from Stellenbosch Airfield, started water bombing the flames. They carried on fighting the blaze for the rest of the afternoon, using local dams around the valley as water pickup points. A fuel truck arrived at the very farm we had lunch at. The aerial firefighters used the wine farm as a base of operations and for refueling. So an exciting afternoon, but we had a look on Facebook. The local fire watch, they reported on Facebook that it's looking good, the containment of the fire. It is heading away from us, so we're okay here. We don't need to evacuate, and we're being treated to this view over here, along with the lovely wife, but that view over there, and we've got helicopters going to and fro all the time with the water bombs. And what they are doing, there is a Cessna that's been circling for about 3 hours now, which seems to be coordinating the helicopter's plan of attack on this fire. It's been quite fascinating to watch. There you can see another one coming through there. If you just see in the distance there, I think I'm doing that pretty well. Hey, I'm good at this. The other helicopter is at the restaurant where we had lunch, and it's been landing there every hour or so to refuel. So it's been quite fascinating. And it looks like also these helicopters are, the aerial support for the fire only lasts until sunset. But from what I can see, the reports are the firefighting is going well. So while the firefighters are battling the blaze, Dee and I decided to have a bit of a kayak. There we go. And you'll see some of the smoke up ahead. And just like that, it's time to pack up, it's time to leave the Dirkie Sanchez. Thank you, Old Mac Daddy, for having us.
There really isn't a lot of criticism we can give Old Mac Daddy. The stay was good value at 1,990 Rand per night for the room. That's about $105 including breakfast.
When you make your booking, be sure to confirm with Old Mac Daddy which trailer you want and if it's available. We originally booked Mills and Boone, but only found out when we got there it wasn't available, and they had to put us into the Dirkie Sanchez.
We found the stairs heavy going, but we were after all staying in the furthest trailer up the hill, and we are in our midlife.
There are plenty of activities for the free-range children to keep themselves busy, yet Old Mac Daddy still feels inviting for the young romantic couples. There are numerous other accommodation options besides the Airstream trailers, nestled amongst the dense trees around the dam.
And if you're visiting their barn restaurant, don't forget to try their chef's specialty, Elgin Valley apple-topped cheesecake. All in all, a very enjoyable stay, and Old Mac Daddy comes highly recommended.
And you guys stay tuned for our next adventure. Last time we're doing these damn stairs.